Hello, hi everyone. Welcome back for another video with Stock Lighthouse. Alright, thank you very much for watching us on this video again. Firstly, I would like to apologize. Very sorry for last week. I didn't manage to get a video because I was on a course over the weekend, and things I need to catch up because 2 full days of programs that we're running, attending a course, so I couldn't have time to actually finish up other stuff on my stuff. So I have to actually spend more time on those. So didn't manage to actually squeeze some time out for the video. I'm really sorry about that. But you didn't really actually miss much because last week market wasn't really. I mean, we just move up a bit, not too much, not too big of a big movement. So nothing has been lost. Alright, so let's take a look what happened last week, and then what are we looking for this coming week then. Alright, so S&P 500 actually 2 weeks ago I did mention it actually broke the resistance level, or rather the retracement level that I'm actually looking at right after the drop. So it came down, looking at it to retrace back either the 50 or the 61.8 Fibonacci level. Alright, the thing is it broke that level, okay, thinking that it may continue to go up or it may come down. So over the next few days after that, market was pretty uncertain. It came down and go sideways a bit. Seems I want to break that level back down again, but it doesn't. Then after that, just 3 days ago, the market shoot up because that's where all the earnings announcements start to be happening. Right, all the announcing start to be happening, and then because of all the good news here and there, the market actually went up again. All right, so it has actually broke and moved up higher. All right, so I did mention in short-term basis, if you have really booked 61.8 on a short-term basis, is slightly bullish. All right, so the price movement has already confirmed that it is. So the next resistance level that we're looking at will be somewhere around here, about 2750, around that range. Okay, because we are looking at whether price will actually hit the SMA 200 moving average, right, to see whether it will break through and or whether will it bounce off. If it bounce off, probably it will come down. All right, and then we will look at somewhere to see whether it will actually reach another new bottom or continue a downtrend. All right, if it break through, highly likely it's going to continue a new bull run. All right, but how long will it sustain for the new bull run, we will not know until the price action confirm, or rather the economy confirm that it's going to have a lot more bullish signal. The economy is picking up and stuff like that. Then we probably will see another new temporary short bear market. All right, bear correction, and then we continue to have our long bull run again. Right, so things have to slowly form up and develop. All right, it's just that at this moment, I'm still generally cautious, although short-term bullish, but still generally cautious. Why? Because the market hasn't really actually broke, okay, to form a higher high. All right, it's still below this high. All right, still lower than this high. So as you can see, lower highs, lower lows, is actually still forming kind of just a wider range of a downward move. All right, potential downward move. So I won't go full-fledged bullish yet until it kind of break above this level, and then price come and close higher than this level. So it just shows that the sign that price had already moved, or price actually came back down and then bounce up again. Same thing, break above this resistance level. Okay, to show that it has really started to form a higher high, higher low. Okay, by structure of the market, it really shows that it's actually on a bullish uptrend momentum. All right, so only when that is formed, then for a mid to long term perspective, then I will change to that view. All right, but as of now, from the in trading, or rather from the technical point of view, that's what I'm looking at. Still more towards bearish, but on a short term, on a bullish basis. Okay, we will see how things will form up and move. All right. So if you're looking at long-term bullish move, what are some of the stocks that I'm looking at? All right, this is a stock I'm looking at. I did mention this before. All right, but as of now, it seems to be quite clearer now. All right, so in my previous video, I did mention about this stock, ICE, Intercontinental Exchange. Basically, it's a company that runs most of the exchanges, and one of the key exchange that we look at, particularly in the US market, is the New York Stock Exchange. Right, so they basically are the company running these exchanges. So if you can recall, I did mention after the huge shutdown, price shoot back up. Okay, price actually bound back above the 5-year long-term support level. All right, if you have entered, you probably will panic for a while because price came down a bit more and then price bounced back up now. Alright, so what's happened is price have retraced a bit. Alright, came back up, retraced a bit, just bouncing off the 200 SMA. Alright, and now have a quick 3 candle bull run. Alright, so looking at it, highly potentially, price will move higher, potentially based on the market movement. But one thing you have to take note is this. Alright, the earnings date is very soon. Alright, the earnings date is coming. So we are looking at next week, 7th of Feb. Estimate earnings will be 0.85. Alright, but do take note for the stock market, earnings date, although it's there, but price movement can be irrational. I.e. to say that we might have a good news, but price may still fall, or we might have a bad news, price may still rise. Alright, so if you are an investor or a trader looking to enter into these stocks, do take note of the earnings date. Alright, please be cautious. Please portfolio size. Please have your stop loss in place if it gets just in case it got wrong. Right, so do enter carefully if you're going into this company. I think the moat is very strong because it runs most of the exchanges, and exchanges are not easy to get approval and set up over the in any country. Alright, so this is one you can take note. Alright, okay, the next one you can actually look at it will be Visa. Oops. Right, the other company that I'm looking at is Visa. Alright, we all know Visa. Visa is one of the key credit card facilities, mode payment in worldwide. They are really well known worldwide. Alright, so if you look at Visa on a longer perspective, on a 5-year view, okay, it has been on an uptrend. Same thing in last year, 2018. Price has came down because all the news in trade war. Oops. Okay, because of all the news in trade war, price has came down. Right, particular in October, the huge sell-off. Okay, after that, price bounced back up. Alright, so we have known that it actually have broke the 5-year or rather mid to long-term support level. Okay, mid to long-term support level. But on a short-term basis, it's still underneath the support level. But we have seen that price actually bounced back up. Okay, and right, he hit bottom here, price has bounced back up. This movement is exact, or rather this move is exact the move where S&P 500 actually bounced off as well. Alright, so what's happened is it came up kind of over around this level, came back down a bit, and then what happened next is, alright, there's just an earning announcement not too long ago on the 30th Jan. Alright, Visa has a good earnings report. Alright, and then price shook back up. Okay, so what do I see is this: price has shook back up on a very huge bullish move. Alright, and then price has moved back above the SMA 200, have crossed above the 150 as well. Alright, but more crucial will be above the 200 SMA. Alright, and it has closed above this small tight consolidation period. Alright, just before the earning announcement. Right, so I do feel that this Visa might continue go up. Alright, it might. The only concern I have is whether this long-term support turn resistance level is still valid. Yeah, if it does, you can see that actually the potential gap is really small. Right, i.e. to say that it might just continue up a bit and bounce back down. Alright, so this is something that you need to watch out for. Okay, I'm not so crucial about the long-term support level as of this whole area has made the support, the trend line support level a bit redundant, a bit not consistent. So it might not be consistent over this area as well. Okay, but only when it happened over the next few days or weeks to see whether price will bounce and respect this, then we will know whether does the 5-year long-term support level still valid. Okay, if it doesn't, I think on a short-term basis, Visa highly likely will go up because it's still a very strong company. People are still using credit card to make payment. Alright, anything you buy online is still on Visa. Alright, so this is something that you can look out for. Alright, yeah. So this is just the two stocks I'm looking at for now on a short-term basis, but generally still cautious about the overall long-term view of the S&P 500 market. Okay, news have been very bullish about the market, but on the contradicting side, uh, things has been saying how the market is actually still quite on the peak of the limit, and company growth have been slowing down, but then earnings are giving very good report. That's where prices have been pushing up. All right, so only time will tell. We will see. All right, but as what the market is doing, the market will always do what it does. Okay, just watch out for opportunity. If you're long-term investors, it's always good to buy at a discount and enter and hold it for long term. If you are traders, just make sure that you know what you are doing. All right. Okay, for besides stocks buying directly, if you want to minimize your risk, okay, one of the form you can look at is actually doing call option contract. All right, so instead of buying full-fledged at 140, you could actually look at buying, just fork out a smaller premium, okay, to buy one contract of the call option to how it goes, just in case that if you got it wrong, all right, actually that will actually help to minimize your risk as well. Okay, but do take note that option has its own limitation because of the function and the structure that was created. Okay, do understand the risk of it, to look at it. Okay, it's not, yeah, it's always best to just buy the plain vanilla versions of just buying stocks and share directly. All right, okay, so I think just a quick summary for today. Okay, for this week and the weeks to come, and I'll just look at how the market is going to move and work out. All right, and then we will see where the market is heading for the rest of the year. All right, so last but not least, please trade safely. Please do your own due diligence. This is purely just for education purpose or based on some of the counters. I look at it purely based on technical perspective. All right, I do read about a bit about FA, the fundamental, but I didn't mention much in this video because I think the two companies itself, the mood are really very strong. They are well-known companies, so don't really have to explain much on them. Okay, but if you are not sure about them, never heard about them before, please do your own due diligence. All right, okay, that's it for this week. All right, for any of my fellow followers, okay, you are a Chinese. All right, next week is Lunar Chinese New Year, so over here I just wish you a happy Chinese New Year. Enjoy yourself. All right, have a great time, fun time with your family. For younger folks who are not married, all right, I hope you collect a lot of ang paos. All right. Okay, and that's it. Okay, enjoy yourself. For next week, I will see whether I have time to squeeze out to actually do a video. All right, as you know, festival periods, the immediate weekends on that week are usually busy. All right, I try my best to get some time to record a video, particularly if the market has moved quite a bit. I think that will actually make things more interesting to actually highlight on the video instead. All right, okay, so that's all for this week. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you really enjoyed it, please help me to share and like this video to your friends, family who actually are interested about stocks or option investing, so that I can start to grow this community bigger, and people can start to throw in ideas and share their opinions on the market, so that we can learn from one another. All right, to actually increase our experience or knowledge in terms of investing in the US stock market and as well as the option market. All right, so that's all. Okay, enjoy yourself, have fun, and take care.